Hello and a very warm welcome to New Age Parenting. Most of the human beings experience divinity when they become parents. And for a child also, parents are his world. He wants to make them happy and wants to impress them at every step, especially the father, who is a role model for every son and a hero for every daughter till the time the conflict starts. And for a father also, the child is the high point of his existence. In today's times, when we are bringing up these new age kids, there are a lot of challenges and we want to do everything right. We've been trying our hands at different things, but we're not getting a role model. In our spiritual significance today, we are going to talk about the perfect being who can be our role model as a father. Let's find out.
Every religion talks about parents being the representatives of God in one's life, especially the father. He is the provider, creator, guide, and protector. But as a perfect father, he gives me knowledge to create, provides me for all my needs, loves me unconditionally, trusts me completely, guides me at every step, is present in my life whenever I call, forgives all my mistakes with compassion, accepts me the way I am, guide me whenever I ask.
Wow, that will be great to get inspired by the perfect father. But it's not going to be easy. Suppose now I have a situation as a father to take a decision for my child's career. My child wants to get into something which I'm not very comfortable with. What will be my decision? See, if I look at the perfect father, the way I have understood today is like he'll be very compassionate, he'll be the giver, but he'll also guide me. So as a father, I have to give the knowledge, and for that, I'll have to actually know everything about the career my child is trying to choose. I should not offhand reject the career the child is saying. I should do my homework, I should have the knowledge, and then maybe I can guide that child about what are the pros and cons of that career. And still, if my child convinces me that he or she wants to get into that career, I should be the one who should have the complete trust in the soul's journey. And suppose he falls, then what will I do? Would I say that I said so? Or as a perfect father, I'll give him the second chance. Not only the second chance, I'll give him all the chances, because that is the purpose of my being, to be the guide, to be the provider. That sounds a little difficult. In practical life, it may not happen. But if we take perfection as my goal, I might reach somewhere. In our soul searching segment today, we have a very interesting topic, and that is career conflict. Who chooses the career for my child? Me, my child, or we together? Let's see what is happening in reality. Most parents want safe, secure, successful career for their child. But on the other hand, child wants to experiment, explore and experience. Due to these paradoxical desires, the conflicts and confusions arise. With the availability of unconventional professions, the child gets confused. Today's parents feel the child's views are bizarre and very radical. On the other hand, child feels he is being restricted and suffocated. Even if the parents wants to have an open mind, they are not able to comprehend the desires of their children. Is there a solution? Let's explore. So we realize that there are conflicts. Career is a major decision one has to take, but we also realize that if there are conflicts, there are solutions if both the perspectives are taken in consideration. So today we have two wonderful people in our studios. We have Mr. Pawan Kumar, who is Commissioner Income Tax and father of two beautiful daughters, and we have Smarika, who is a student of class 11th, and in fact incidentally she got 10 CGPA in her class 10th exams. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
And Smarika, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What is the purpose of a career? Forget about for your child or anyone. If we look at it, what is the purpose of our careers?
The purpose of career is to ultimately, I think in this society, is to make a good living and get a good name and a respectable, which something society perceives as doing something good.
Today, if you look at it, how do you see your career? What are the important things when you think about your career? Is it like next 2 years or next 10 years?
See, after coming in 11th, I mean, career is like the major thing. Career is like the Bible. I mean, people all around are like, "Acha, what will be your career?" So, I mean, career is something which you have to think about throughout 11th and 12th.
How stressed do you feel up thinking about your career?
Yeah, I do feel that. I mean, for me, I want to become a dentist. So, the doctor thing, the science student thing. I have
Who
to
chose it
keep-
for you, becoming a dentist?
See, Dad wanted me to take science since the start because he saw something in me that you can become a doctor. Then, honestly speaking, I chose that easy line to become a dentist so that, I keep up to my expectations so that my dad is happy, my mom is happy, as well as I have that name, that doctor thing that, I mean, that makes a person feel proud. So, yeah.
But you never had this feeling of healing or taking
never had
care of?
No, I never had that feeling that I would become a doctor. I had so many choices. From the start, I was like, I want to become a teacher. So
Who should decide the career for a child? A
I
parent?
think you are right. I don't say that, I don't agree with what she has said. I think it's too early in her career to make firm choices. As she said, when she was younger, she used to think that she would become a teacher. Now maybe yes, parents somehow subconsciously keep passing on their own idolizing. What they could not become in their life, we tend to transfer some way or the other. But frankly, I think 10 or 12 or 15, my daughter is in 5th, she is just would be graduating. I don't see that they are still very clear as to what they want to do even now. So I think this is too tender a age. We should not burden it with too much of expectations. Let them do whatever they feel good at it.
But nowadays, most of the students are focused. They are, these kids really want their life defined, maybe by parents, if they agree, like Smarika, or by themselves also. How should a parent actually deal with it?
I think the parents' approach would differ from student to student. If a child is focused, if he has decided he or she, then I think our role should be to see the direction where they are going is right, whether they need our guidance. Then maybe yes, we can help them out by finding out good institutions in the country in dental field. Suppose Smarika has already made up her mind to go in for dental career. Then I think as a parent, our job should be to see what kind of admission process she has to go through, whether she is adequately prepared, whether the institutions are fine. If she wants to go away, then what else after graduation?
Yeah.
What else is the post graduation? Whether she would like to go for a job or if she would like to open her own clinic, then the kind of investments, the money, I think all host of issues.
Yeah.
I think then gradually she would also evolve her own mind into that.
And that's the role of the parent actually,
That's
the
the
real
role of-
ideal role of the parent.
Absolutely.
Here comes Smarika. Suppose there was no pressure, there was no dream of your father that my child should be, because you are a single child also, that my child should be a doctor. What would you like to do in your life?
I love dancing. I thought of it, I would go in shows and then, start dancing as a career. But then again, parents are like, no, it's not a good field. I mean, security, safety, that's all what comes in their mind, They always want the better of me because I'm their only child. So, of course, I mean, I myself won't like it that if I don't, go in a stream which they don't want me to go in.
Okay, forget about your parents right now. If you were given a choice and you plan to get into dancing. Do you think independently you would have made it a success?
Maybe or maybe not, honestly speaking.
Suppose your parents said, yes, we will support you. Your mother was a dancer, suppose, or father was into this field, and he would have said, yes, I'll support you. Then, would you have taken it as a career?
Yeah, I would have tried for sure.
I want to ask you,
Yes.
Pawanji, as a father, you are not into this field, but your child just comes up to you and says that I want to go into any of these art forms, creative, because nowadays we are at this juncture where sky is the limit. All the opportunities are open, and we've never even thought of these careers which the kids are opting for.
Absolutely.
So, what are the fears and the conflicts of a parent when the child wants to get into these creative fields?
I think the greatest fear is whether he would be able to make a success out of it, whether he would be able to make a good career out of it.
Suppose, I'm saying, as a doctor, if she's not able to finish her, studies, or even after becoming dentist, she realizes that she's not happy. She's not able to. See, you need to have that healing property in you to become actually a doctor.
Yeah,
So,
you're
and
right.
she realizes that she doesn't have it. She can fail there. Then, how about, that can also be a failure.
As a parent, first thing comes to your mind is you want your child to be doing very well. Of course, as a dancer or anything, but there are very few people who make that mark. So everyone, when we look at alternative career options, you always look at the top of the line, right? So, but not many could make it to the top of the line, whereas dentists could be hundreds and so could be the dancers. But you would still love at the end of the day as a parent your child to be a normal dentist rather than be a obscure dancer who has no name or no fame or no...
Why a dancer has to have a name or a fame? She can actually become a teacher, a very good teacher,
Yeah.
which can be a very good career. At this juncture, in this discussion of soul searching, we'll take a short break. To know more about New Age Parenting Workshops, call now 971-871-9806, 011-4056-5900, or mail us at info@newageparenting.net.